The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm Andrew Rogers, along with Carson-Newman women's soccer head coach Simon Duffy, as his team begins the regular season with a pair of matches in 3 days, starting tomorrow on the road at Union at 3 o'clock. Coach, preseason, it always flies by, it seems like. You've had a couple of weeks now to see your team in action, to get them ready for the fall season. How do you feel like the fall has treated your team with the scrimmages and whatnot to get ready for the first one that counts?
Yeah, never enough time. Never enough time. I feel as though D2, we always kind of get left behind with Division 1, NAIA. They get lots of time to prepare. But nevertheless, we're better than we were 2 weeks ago. We've got a few, 2-3 scrimmages under our belt. Really good to find out where we are as a team. Looked at a few different formations and then personnel within those places as well. So really, really good. Again, it's still early on, but we've got four really good tests over the next couple of weeks before we get into conference play. Starting with Union on the road, very tough opponent. Played them last year, opening game here. Got the better of them, but they went on to have an absolutely terrific season. I think they did very well in their conference and ended up maybe going national tournament. But yeah, wonderful team. So we need to be playing with a lot of intensity and being present. We talked about it with the players a lot over the last several training sessions. That's going to be the key if we're able to compete against teams.
We've talked about how many upperclassmen you're going to trot out on the field this year. Have a lot of freshmen, but have a lot of upperclassmen on this roster. Does that make the start of this season and the expectation rise a little bit? Because sometimes with a new team and a young team, you want them to get better and develop as the year goes on. Is there more of a heightened expectation because of that experience and what you know this team is capable of doing?
Typically, yes. More so of the incomplete and where we left off last fall, falling very far short. And again, I'm the head coach, so it falls back on me. So first of all, me at the top being better at everyday training, scouting, getting us ready for games, getting the players ready, and being a better coach to our players. So it starts with me. But typically, I'd say yes, but knowing the talent we had last year and coming up a bit short, it just adds even a bit more to it now. I'd say that's where we're looking at, and then a very close second would be the seniority we have, the players, the experienced players we have on the squad to carry us through. Again, freshmen coming in will have an impact, but you can never rely on that. I think it's unfair to rely on a freshman coming in to rely on them to carry us. That's a bonus if that happens, I've been coaching for a long time now, and we've had some freshmen we knew they were going to be good, but the impact they've had has been tremendous. So we can't rely on the freshmen. It is definitely the more experienced player, so hopefully that can come through for us this fall.
You mentioned a little bit about Union, their first double-digit win season since 2008, made the NCAA tournament for the first time ever, and that was a team you defeated 4-1. Correct me if I'm wrong, probably your team's best performance, and it came in Game 2 in the home opener. They've got 23 players back on their roster of that 10-win team. Like you said, it's going to be a challenge right away, but how gratifying is it to know what you did against this group last year and try to replicate that and just doing it on the road this year?
Yeah, I think that'll certainly help our players just to reflect and look back on that. I think they'll take a lot of solace in that, knowing that we were able to compete and play at our best, one of our best games, like you mentioned, against a very, very good team. So hopefully we can just remind them of that before we go into the game. But again, it's showing up, and it's everyone are kind of accounting for what they're wanting to do, bringing their own energy and everything else to the game.
All right, Coach, best of luck in the start of your 9th season here.
9 seasons, Andrew.
Getting close to 10.
It is getting close to 10. That's the next number on, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
It doesn't feel like it. Honestly, it doesn't. It feels like yesterday that I got in here and started a new season. So excited with the team that we have, a hungry group. They've been working extremely hard. So hopefully we can steer them in the right direction and have a lot of success this season.
All right, that's the head coach for the Carson-Newman Eagles, Simon Duffy. I'm Andrew Rogers, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.